Day 9. Gerald Jerry Lawson's 82nd birthday. Hoo-wee! Now we've got us a literal game here. Let's see what this is about. Today's interactive game Doodle celebrates the 82nd birthday of Gerald Jerry Lawson, one of the fathers of modern gaming who led the team that developed the first home video gaming system with interchangeable game cartridges. Lawson was born in Brooklyn, New York on this day in 1940, which would be December 1st, 1940. He tinkered with electronics from an early age, repairing televisions around his neighborhood and creating his own radio station using recycled parts. He attended Queens College and City College of New York before departing early to start his career in Palo Alto, California. At the time, the city and its surrounding region had become known as Silicon Valley due to the expansion of new innovative tech companies starting up in the area. Upon arriving in California, Lawson joined Fairchild Semiconductor as an engineering consultant. A few years later, Lawson was promoted to Director of Engineering and Marketing of Fairchild's video game department, where he led the development of the Fairchild Channel F system. The F stood for fun. Fun fact. Get it? This was the first home video game system console that featured interchangeable game cartridges, an 8-way digital joystick, and a pause menu. The Channel F paved the way for future gaming systems like Atari, SNES, Dreamcast, and more. And it's all thanks to Gerald Jerry Lawson and his experience with electronics. And boy, do we have a special doodle to celebrate him. Whoa. It just jumps me straight into the game, where I have to break all these blocks. This game that you're seeing before you is not the reason why this doodle is special. I'll show you as soon as all these blocks are broken. This could take a while, everyone, so sit tight. This ball is being pretty slow. Anybody getting breakout vibes from this game? Oh, wrong way. I guess you can try breaking this block, but not if I keep missing like that. Come on. Thank you. Oh! Ball fell down. I am a turkey. Gobble, 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 gobble! The only turkey I want to be called is if I get 3 strikes in bowling, mind you. 3 strikes in a row, that is. And that's it. I win. This doodle is special in that you get to edit whatever games you want to edit. Okay, so this is edit mode, as this text is describing pretty well. Let's go ahead and see what's available. Okay, so we got this breakout game that we just played. This is a This is what looks to be like a top-down pusher game, and I am being chased by these dastardly beings. Yeah, try again, turkey. This is gonna be difficult to navigate. Uh-oh. I'm so dead. Okay, boo. This has proven to be a bit tougher than I expected, so this one could take a while too. I gotta reach the gold flag to win, but I have no idea how. Unless that circle thing is a boo portal. Kinda need to get that skull back into its original position for me to go through that hole. Okay, so I think this is a checkpoint. Just decided to run into that folder to test it out. Yeah, these things are indeed portal. Ooh. Wow, that is a tight fit. Oh. Okay, so I've gotta find a way to... Okay, so there's a push platform right here. I gotta avoid the projectiles that these things fire to make it to this portal, to the next checkpoint. Oh, I'm being ambushed. Ah. 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 And I've gained invincibility for a brief while. Plenty of time for me to defeat these enemies and pick up whatever's left of this money. Next checkpoint. And I need a key to access the next thing. I really hope that I was supposed to use that push thing for something. If so, then I'm gonna be a bit upset. Okay, I don't think I was. I got the key now. I just gotta be careful and make my way back to the door I need it for. To the next checkpoint. Door open. Next checkpoint. Don't really have any time to collect all that money because I am being chased all these skulls and I am not going to risk going all the way back. I'm gonna try editing my own game. See what I can do. I'm gonna do a platform player. Okay, so I can place solid blocks down like so. I can hold the right mouse button to erase what I've put down. An important thing of creating games I've learned from university is that you should always test them in case they are what you intended. I'm playing as a mini Jerry Lawson here, hopping over pits. I can tell already that I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this. Okay, I can place a gold flag whenever I wish. I can place coins whenever and wherever. Got enemies, horizontal, vertical, diagonal, chasing, 4-way lasers. Gonna make this platform have a big drop. Ooh, dragon turkey. It seems that I can only jump a set height. Apparently that was it. I'm gonna place one more coin down here so I can see how high my player character can jump. Oh. Like, how many blocks can he jump at a time? Okay, so it's looking like he can jump... I think 2.5 blocks maximum. I don't know. And I think this is an invincibility power-up. I'll place it sometime later, but I need to place a checkpoint for right now. It's time for me to place a few enemies. Not only that, but I think some horizontal enemies are gonna have to... Maybe some horizontal and vertical enemies. I think this is a bit... Maybe I could place a vertical enemy right here. This is gonna take some experimentation. Clearly. I wonder how high the spring bounces you. I think it's checkpoint time again. Right? Let's test out my level. Oh wow, that is pretty high. Okay, so apparently there is a mode where you have to collect all coins, so... I think I'm gonna have to go ahead and remove all of them. Then try that again. Jumping over these enemies is a must. Okay, that was intentional. Just wanted to make sure that the death mechanic worked properly. Boing. Checkpoint. Well, working good so far. Do I need any pushable blocks in here? Well, I think it could be useful if I was to... Maybe I can experiment a little bit. What if the player character were to run into this block right here? Don't know if I need to remove the player character at the very beginning, but I'm gonna do that anyway. Okay. Well, that solves that enigma. So, pushable blocks cannot snuff out fires. Like a fire blanket can. And not only can I even place down... Not only can I place down elements of a platformer level or any other genre I wish, like top-down, paddles, and such, but I can even change the style to 16-bit. To 16-bit. Much more resolution than 8-bit, I'll go ahead and say. There's also butterflies style. Ooh! I forgot to jump. I also want to point out that the tone of the music, the melody, remains the same throughout the entirety of the... no matter what style you choose. Like if I were to go into ice cream mode, it's all anime-like. Ice cream with cupcakes and... oh, I can even bounce on the enemies too. I'm gonna try it with these cupcakes. Yep. That's exactly what you can do here. How much I didn't know until now. The last style is spooky. Perfect for horror genre games. Ooh. If that were from the Super Mario Bros. Series, that would most likely be worth some points and eventually a 1-up. I've also noticed that the icons that are enemies... I also noticed that the enemies in the spooky style represent various computer icons, which I think is pretty sweet. But I'm gonna go ahead and get on to seeing what else there is to offer. I'm gonna place a lock here. I'll go ahead and have my character go down here into this cave-like opening. I'll have him go a little further to find the key. Oh yeah, this is definitely like Mega Man Maker. I think this is going to be the furthest point where I have him go. And the switch... I think you have to be standing on it to make it activate. So I think I'm gonna have a little push block somewhere. Yeah, right here. And then the player can go even deeper into this cave-like opening. Before I go too much further, I'll need a checkpoint of sorts. And maybe some enemies up here would be nice too. Since enemies are defeatable. So I had to place one in the first section of the cave too. I think this is going to be my last checkpoint before I move on to the end. Okay, got my first portal down. Placed an extra part of the level up here. So I think maybe the game will recognize that the top of the level is somewhere up here, so maybe that'll work. Okay, well I can already sense that this is already looking better. So I think the extra block placement at the very top, or near it, would help. Okay, gotta get the key from over there. Which I did beautifully. Okay, that enemy's blocking the way. Get out of here. Thank you. Made it through that portal. Where I can go even further. But now it's just, loop back around. I think it's time to go ahead and finish my level off with something. Maybe if I put a little tube-like thing right here. I think the player can go that high. Okay, I placed a lock here, so I'll need a key section. Okay, I placed a little platform here. And maybe some breakable blocks would help considerably. Oh yeah, this is turning into a real level now. The WASD keys sometimes don't work. I think it's time for a new type of enemy. The four-way laser, perhaps. And a vertical enemy to boot. At the end of the portal. And before I forget, I'm just gonna close this portion off. I'm gonna go ahead and place my ghoul flag right up here, and I believe that is going to be my level. Let's go ahead and test it. Okay, it's basically an introduction to the mechanics of this doodle. At least for the side platformer perspective. Okay, I got this block to push, but an enemy blocks it. I've got to defeat it to progress any further. Got me a portal. Okay, so I've got a... Oh, wait, those... I think the crumbling blocks were in the way of the key. I believe. I did not acknowledge... I did not take that into consideration. I'm so sorry. Maybe if I placed the four-way laser up here, that would be better. Right in the way of the key. So the player can have a little bit of danger while he's trying to get it. Of course, I could always defeat the enemy before pushing that block over, but I choose not to. I don't think you have to defeat every single enemy. Huh. Oh, so the blocks break whenever Jerry jumps from underneath them. That's something else I didn't know, but that is our level. Alrighty then. I think it's time for me to go ahead and share. got a game to share, but only through Facebook, Twitter, which is now X. But I also have this little link that I can use, which I am not going to. I think I'm gonna go ahead and end things off. It's hard to believe that it's been half an hour for this episode. I think this might be just as long as the pangolin episode of my 2029 iteration of 12 Days of Google Doodle games. I think this would be the equivalent given the length. I had quite a lot of fun with it nonetheless. But I think it's time for me to go ahead and hit the sack for tonight. So, thank you all so much for tuning in for tonight's installment, and I will see you back here tomorrow for the next Google Doodle game. Bye!